Hey everyone, Richard Robbins here. Well, the numbers are in for the month of June and the Ottawa Real Estate Board, and really nothing but good news generally speaking. I'm also going to compare the first 6 months of this year to the first 6 months of last year in totals, and then what I'm going to do at the very end, I'm going to show you what percentage of the homes sold in the first 6 months out of the whole year and what percentage sold in the last 6 months for 2018. So you'll have an idea what you can expect in the last 6 months of this year. So let's go along. We can look at all of our numbers here. You can see where your sales have been steadily going up. We got to about 2,100 sales in June, which is actually down from 2,400. That's down by 13%. Now, that was common right across Canada. Every market in Canada did less sales in June than they did in May, which is totally normal as we start to move into the summer. But what about inventory? You can see here we're at 2,800 listings at the end of January, went to 3,150, 3,425, 3,699, 3,896, and then we went down, so our inventory went down. So think about this. If our sales are down a little bit by 13% and our inventory is down not as much as our sales, what happens to our months of inventory? It's going to rise a little bit, isn't it? So you can see here, we started the year at 3.5 months of inventory. 4 to 6 months of inventory is a balanced market. Anything below 4 is going to be more of a seller's market. So we're at 3.5. Watch this. 3.1, 2.3, 1.8, 1.6, 1.8. So generally speaking, these 3 months here, very, very strong seller's market. Now, if we have a strong seller's market, what's going on with prices? They're going up, right? So 395, 422, 433, 450, basically 450 and 456. So our prices are up basically 1.6% May over June. Now, let's compare the numbers to what happened last year in the month of June compared to this year in June. So here we go. 2,070 sales last June, 2,100 this June. So we're up by 1.7%. Good news, right? What about prices? 415, we're at 456, prices up by about 10%. So a lot of very good things happening in this market, and I'll summarize at the end. Months of inventory. Here what happened in, this is 2018. You can see we started at over 5 months of inventory January of last year. Steadily kept coming down, 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 and we ended in June at 2.5. Well, let's look here. We started here at about 3.5 months of inventory in 2019. Down, 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 we end up at 1.8. So your months of inventory last year at this time was 2.5, and right now we're sitting at 1.8. So again, very strong seller's market. First half of the year, January, okay, through the end of June, 2018, 9,700 sales. We're at 98, 96, almost 9,900. Our sales were up in the first 6 months of the year by 1.7%. Now, this is interesting. In the first half of 2018, of all the sales that took place, 55% took place in the first half of the year. What happened in the second, that means we did 45%. Now this is pretty common, but a cool number to look at because now you get a really good idea. You're doing about 55% in the first half of the year, which is very common year over year over year, which means there's going to be less sales available in the second half. However, your sales numbers are going to be up, I'm going to suggest, because the market's stronger in the second half. So what does all this mean? If you're in Ottawa right now, real estate sales professionals, you're dealing with multiple offers. Very common, I'm sure. I'm sure what you're also dealing with right now is discouraged buyers, right? That there's 5 offers, there's 6 offers. Well, guess what? Only one person's going to win. So real estate sales professional, what you have to do if you're working with listings right now is you want to make sure that you're getting the home ready and pricing it so you're going to attract as many offers as you can so you can get the highest amount of money for the sellers. Well, if you're working with buyers, what do you need to be doing right now? You've got to sit down with your buyers and you've got to educate them on what it is they're going to need to do when they're going to put in an offer. Chances are they're not going to be able to put a lot of conditions in the offer because they probably aren't going to get the property. And what happens if they lose, okay, a couple times, they'll start to get a little smarter about it. But the best thing to do is have a great, powerful conversation, show them what is going on, and help them be prepared as to what they're going to have to do to win that particular home. Hope this was helpful, and always remember, everybody, it's a beautiful life. Make it count.